I'm living life on the edge, bitch, I'm all about a check. Money, power, and respect, this shit running through my flesh.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on, man? You know it's ManCodeTV, man. I appreciate everybody for coming out, man. For sure, definitely, man. But hey, man, we gonna stop all the cap. The cap will be stopped. Cause you know how it is, man. ManCode, yo, you know it's raw and uncut here, man. So we ain't doing no capping over here, man. So we gonna get right into it, man, with this Sha'Carri Richardson. Man, big time Olympic female athlete, man. She goes crazy in the 100-meter, man. You know, she was really, I think she was favored to win 100 meters, man, in the Olympics. And she effed it up, y'all. She effed it up. You know, it ain't really no other way to really say it. I mean, a day ago, she was disqualified from even competing in the Olympics because she was found to have like drugs in her system, so she failed a drug test. You know, they always test these athletes, man, you know, periodically and randomly, man, especially coming up to different, you know, events and stuff like that, right? You know, you got the Olympics, man. You might have like the World Championship, stuff like that. So they randomly test these athletes, man, and they found out that she had some weed in her system, you know, from smoking marijuana. So that was the stupidest thing you could have did. I mean, you coming up to one of the biggest events in your life, you've been training all your life for, and you just did the qualifications, man, in the U.S. Olympic trials, man, and you gonna mess all that up just because you want to smoke some weed, and that's supposed to be acceptable? Yo, man, that's an embarrassment. Yo, if you listening, man, yo, you an embarrassment, man, to like to your sport, man. You an embarrassment to the US, man, to the US track team, for real, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to really come down on you like that, but yo, you made a big mistake, man, and it ain't no, you know, it ain't no excuses, man. I ain't giving out no excuses, man, because the funny thing is, when I first heard about this, I was like, oh, damn. So, you know, I was trying to go to all the sports, you know, medias and trying to see what they had to say about it, right? And all I'm hearing is folks making excuses for this chick, right? Excuses. I'm like, whoa. They wasn't trying to hold the chick accountable for nothing. It's like she was a victim of some kind of like crime or something. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm like, hold up. She just broke the rules, but they acting like, oh, you know, man, you know, man, that they should be leaning on her, man, and the rule should be changed. It shouldn't even be a rule like that, man. It's an archaic rule. You know, that should be disbanded. And I'm just like, hold up, man. Nah. All the other women could follow this rule. All the other female sprinters could follow this rule. So why couldn't she follow the rule? What makes her so special? And see, I'm about to really get into it, man, real hardcore, because let's be honest, man, a lot of women, that word accountability, that ain't even really in their category. For a lot of women, they can scapegoat that accountability word with excuses. And the funny thing is, they ain't even got to make the excuses for themselves. Society will make excuses for them. A lot of simps will make excuses for them, never holding them accountable. So why would she think that she couldn't get away with it? See, man, people do these women a disservice by allowing them to get away with things like this and, you know, basically saying like, oh, you know, giving some kind of excuse why she broke the rule. I've heard everything from, oh, she's young. Oh, we all make mistakes. I was in comment sections on Facebook. I was hearing that. Oh, she's young, man. Don't come down on her too hard, man. You were young once. Yeah, I was young once. It's a lot of folks that was young once. And yeah, you gonna make mistakes. You gonna make mistakes when you young or whether you old. We all gonna make mistakes. But like I told somebody else, it's some people, man, that made mistakes when they were 15 and 16 years old. Killed somebody, shot somebody, robbed somebody. And some of those same, usually it's men, some of those same men are in jail right now, still in prison. Did it when they was 15, 16 teenagers. Might have got 20 years for a robbery, trying to sell some drugs. 20, 30 years. They might be like 30, 40 years old now. Went in when they was 15 and 16. You don't always get to bounce back from your mistakes. That's the lesson. And a lot of these women, they need to be held accountable, man. And I'm glad that the governing body, man, or whoever is in charge of, the Olympic stuff and whatnot, because it's a global thing. It ain't no American thing. I mean, the Olympics is a global thing. So they have a governing body for all the Olympics. And they're holding firm to that, like, nah, you failed the test, you out. So now she got a 30-day ban, and they're saying that maybe she could come back, I think, like a few days before it ends or something like that, because, I mean, the Olympics starts on July the 23rd, if I'm not mistaken. So, like, near the end of this month. And they were saying that her ban might be up right near the end, so she still might be able to, like, participate in the relay race, like the 4x100 relay race. So she still might get a chance to compete. I'm not sure how that's going to work out, man. I haven't heard no confirmation about that, but I've definitely not heard about them trying to overturn the ruling or whatever, right? Which I said is good. You can't escape this accountability right here. I heard her do an interview saying she was going, she took responsibility for what she did or whatever and whatnot, man. But she still did kind of try to give some excuses and all, I think her mom died, which is bad, definitely condolences to her and her family or whatever. But nothing, you can't use that stuff as an excuse. Oh, she was going through some trauma, whatever. All right, well, if you're going through that much trauma, then why not just not compete at all? You got to smoke marijuana or do some kind of drugs or whatever to help you kind of, get over whatever, issues you have with that, trying to deal with that. I feel that. So if it's that big of an issue for you where you feel like you got to smoke to try to get away from your pain and jeopardize your track career, then just don't participate. It'll be another Olympics. You don't have to smoke nothing. You don't have to do no kind of drugs. Because like I said, you jeopardizing your career. This a long-term thing. You jeopardizing all of your hard work. This woman could have been a household name, y'all. By the end of this Olympics, she would have been a household name, but she just could not be disciplined enough to do what she needed to do so she could make the race. And like I said, the first time I ever heard of this chick, man, a few years ago, she was at LSU, real cocky, fast as I don't know what, man. And she just had like a aura about her, right? But I did notice, I mean, she got the tattoos and stuff all over her body, man, looking, she kind of got that hood element to her, man, which, hey, do what you do. You know what I'm saying? I just notice certain things especially when I see females, I just notice certain things, right? And, but she did seem kind of humble when she was talking, but still, I seen that she had a little wild side to her, right? But she did her thing at LSU. And then I seen her recently pop up again at the U.S. Olympic trials. And yo, she had qualified, man. She was just burning up the track. They were saying that she's probably gonna win the 4x1, not the 4x1. I'm sorry, just a 100 meters. And then she would have also participated in the 4x100, the relay race and all that after. And I think her closest competition was supposed to be this chick from Jamaica. I can't remember her name right now, but she's like really good as well. So them two were gonna battle it out. It's gonna be real good. But nah, this chick had to fuck it up. She fucked it up. And like I said, I'm hearing too many people coming out, man, and not trying to hold this chick accountable. And here on ManCodeTV, we ain't having that. Oh, you gonna get held accountable. You can't run from this. You can't run from this. They trying their hardest, though. I'm seeing people talking about, oh, and it's racist or whatever. They're being racist towards her. This rule should have been thrown out, man. It's legal in all these places. None of that stuff matters. None of that stuff matters. It's not legal in every place. In the United States, marijuana smoking, recreational is legal in some places, in other places it's not. Some states is legal, in other states it's not. So get out of here, man, with that, man. Miss me with that. Yo, she broke the rule. She got to pay for the consequences, right? She got to pay the consequences. In some countries, it's not legal. And in some countries, if they find you with marijuana, shit, they throwing you directly in jail. Shit, I think they put that in some countries on the same plane as like murder and stuff like that. I mean, that's how serious of an offense it is. So miss me with all that, man, talking about something, oh, it's legal here, it's legal here and there, and this is crazy. Like, nah, no, it's not. Like, for example, if at your job, they don't care about you smoking drugs or whatever, you know what I'm saying, doing marijuana or whatever, you know what I'm saying, they don't even test for it, right? That's cool. But if at my job that you can't even get the job unless you're found to be, your system is free of any kind of drugs and whatnot, so they test, and most of these jobs, they do test you, right? So if at my job it's not acceptable, and if they find you with it, you fired, that's the rule at my job. I don't work at this other place that might allow it. You got to go by the rules that are in place, man. She knows that. All the other athletes knew that. So I don't want to hear that, man. Get out of here with that, man. And I heard Biden talking about, he thinks that the rule should be changed, but it's a rule. Like I said, a rule is a rule, and he sided with what I'm saying. She broke the rule. You got to face the consequences, man. Like I said, this is a good lesson for her to learn, and a good lesson for other young folks to learn, man, and especially young women. Stop thinking that you're going to pry your way out of a situation when you didn't clearly broke a rule or did something you wasn't supposed to be doing. A simp ain't always going to be able to come and rescue you. Somebody not going to always be able to come and be like, oh, she's so, leave her alone. She's just a girl. Nah. You live in this world just like everybody else. Like I said in my title, accountability comes to us all. I don't care how pretty you are. I don't care how nice you are. None of that. When you out here in the real world, the world do not care. The world don't care. You're going to get held accountable in a lot of situations, just like me as a man will be. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do any and everything you want to do. It don't work like that. The world don't work like that. The world don't care about, your mom was, whatever happened with your mom. Oh, so that's why I did this. All right, that's cool. But you still don't get out of it. You still gonna get held accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like, the world don't care. You don't get no pass. It don't work like that. And it's just crazy, man, how I saw all these talking heads, man. I mean, they mad at the governing body, like, and they ain't even really talking about her. They kind of glossing over what she did. Oh, well, yeah, she smoked a little bit, but it's a bad rule, man, So what you telling me? Hold up. So athletes should be able to smoke marijuana and do some drugs before they participate in a competition? Is that what y'all trying to say? Because the shit sounds stupid as hell, man. Y'all making so many excuses, it don't even make sense. This shit dumb as hell. That just the logic behind any of it. If you want to say it's not a performance enhancing drug, okay, you can have that. I guess a drug is a drug. That's why they don't want people and the athletes doing none of this stuff, because they don't know it affects different people in different ways. You know what I'm saying? So they just like, bam, nah, we ain't trying to have that drug being a part of our competition and a part of our athletes at all. And so everybody knows the rules ahead of time. This ain't something that they just sprung on somebody. She knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? She knew what it was. So, yo, you face the consequences. You know what I'm saying? You are held accountable, and you're going to have to hold that. I said, you don't get to get out of it just because all this and that. Nah. Oh, just because you 21, still don't matter. Don't matter. You get held accountable just like anybody else, man. Like I said, I wasn't going to let this one go and not say my piece on it, because I was seeing too much, man. A lot of capping, a lot of simping, a lot of, oh, man, let her, nah, ain't no letter, nope. Ain't no letter, nothing. You disqualified. That's what we going to let you know. You disqualified.